Hello card friends, I'm Alexi and this is Rainbow Reverse. Today I'm going to be talking about my Hammsuke build from the second clan selection that was released a few weeks ago. This deck helped me win first place at my local shop tournament the week before last, so I thought I would share. It's a very fun deck to play, it flows very well. So let's get right into it. Starter, you can pick whatever's your flavor. There's no Hammsuke starter, unfortunately. So I picked Beginning Hyrax, because he's just a little guy. I'll throw him right up there. We have, of course, 4 heal triggers. Again, there's a lot of options with Great Nature. Just, pick whatever is most aesthetically pleasing for you. I'm running 4 of the draw PGs. One of the issues that I was having at tournaments previously was just not having enough defensive capability. Some people are racking up high numbers with Yggdrasil, with Valkyrion, with some of the more meta decks. So draw PG for me is the way to go. And while this deck does have a good bit of draw power on its own, little extra never hurts. And in this build, I'm running 8 front triggers, mostly because this deck heavily relies on lots of multi-attacking, lots of Axel circles, and your opponent drawing a defensive trigger could really make or break a turn. So there's been a couple games where I drove check 2 fronts. Something this deck does really well is deck thinning, especially towards the end of the game on your second grade 3 turn or so. So front triggers really help put the pressure on with this deck. All right, so up next, we've got our grade 1s. We're starting with the boy himself, Pencil Squire Hammsuke. And some of the effects of the grade 3 units depend on having Pencil Squire Hammsuke in your soul. So he is, for the most part, an ideal first ride, but I'll show you another option which works even better for me, I have found. So we're running 4 of him. But the grade 1 ride that I want to talk about is Hammsuke's teacher, Fountain Pen Hammsuke. And his Vanguard effect, when placed, you discard a card from your hand, search your deck for up to 1 Pencil Squire Hammsuke, call it to rear guard, and shuffle your deck. And the reason I say this is the ideal first grade ride is because if you have him on Vanguard, and you get Pencil Squire Hammsuke on your rear guard, Pencil Squire's rear guard effect will go off at the end of your turn. Soul Blast 1, put this unit into your soul, search your deck for up to 1 Pencil Knight Hammsuke, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. And Pencil Knight Hammsuke is the grade 2 Hammsuke. It's the second card that you really need to have in your soul for certain effects to go off on your grade 3 turn. So with this card alone on your Vanguard circle, first turn, right away, you get Pencil Squire into your soul and Pencil Knight into your hand. And this card's second effect also really helps the deck to go off because part of the strategy revolves around getting Pencil Hero Hammsuke on the bottom of your deck. And this guy's rear guard effect is once a turn, if you have a Vanguard with Hammsuke in its card name, put 2 cards with Hammsuke in their card names from your drop zone on the bottom of your deck in any order and countercharge 1. So, right off the bat, there are several ways that you can get Pencil Hero on the bottom of your deck, but this is a great one if you're in need of a countercharge. So I run 3 of those boys. And then we have 3 Diligent Assistant Mini Belly. It's always good to have a grade 3 searcher in there. He's not a Hammsuke, but it's one of the very few cards in the deck that doesn't have Hammsuke in the name. So it doesn't take away from the strategy, it doesn't take away from the flow, and he gets plus 5k if you have a unit on an additional rear guard circle, so 13k hitter, always good, or 13k booster, however you want to do them. I'm running 3 of those. And then lastly, for grade 1, we have Hammsuke's classmate, Pastel Marker Hamna. And his effect, Vanguard or rear guard, when placed, you Soul Blast 1, put a grade 2 or less card from your hand into your soul, and draw a card. And this card is particularly useful if you weren't able to get Pencil Knight Hammsuke in your soul, the grade 2. Because again, grade 3 effects, some of them only go off if Pencil Knight and Pencil Squire are in your soul. So if you missed that grade 2 ride, this is a great way to get him in here. And the Soul Blast as well. What you want to do with this deck is get Pencil Hero in your drop zone, so you can put him on the bottom of your deck. So Soul Blasting him on your second grade 3 turn is a great way to get Pencil Hero into your drop zone. And we're running 3 of those boys. And on to grade 2s. We've got the boy Pencil Knight Hammsuke. On Vanguard Circle, during the battle that it attacked, if Pencil Squire Hammsuke is in your soul, this unit gets +5. And I haven't had a single game so far where on my grade 2 turn I haven't had Pencil Squire in the soul one way or another. So he's a good 14k hitter. And then his rear guard effect, if your Vanguard is Pencil Hero Hammsuke, this unit gets +3, which is very good later. So we run 4 of those boys. And our second grade 2, we have Hammsuke's rival, Nail Pencil Hamgoro. Most of us in the Vanguard community agree that he is a Jotaro reference. His rear guard effect is similar to Hammsuke's teacher's effect. Again, this deck really revolves around getting Pencil Hero on the bottom of the deck. So his second effect, once a turn, if you have a Vanguard with Hammsuke in its card name, put 2 cards with Hammsuke in their card names from your drop zone on the bottom of your deck in any order, and this unit gets +3 until the end of the turn. But also this card contributes well to draw power into deck thinning, because his first effect, whether on Vanguard or Rearguard, when placed from hand, counterblast 1, look at 3 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 card with Hammsuke in its name, and put it into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. So he's a very solid grade 2 to have. If for some reason you don't have Hammsuke's teacher available to you, this is a great way to get Pencil Hero on the bottom of your deck, and we're running 4 of them. And then our last grade 2, we have Hammsuke's rival, Red and Blue Pencil Hamhiko. And his effect also good for draw power and deck thinning. When placed, Counterblast 1 and Soul Blast 1. Look at 2 cards from the top of your deck, put 1 card from among them into your hand and 1 card into the drop zone. And with this effect, it doesn't have to be a Hammsuke, which has proven very useful in some games. And again, the Soul Blast is good if you have Pencil Hero in your soul, but you need to get him into your drop zone to get into the bottom of your deck. And then, once a turn, when your card is put from your deck into the drop zone, you can have this unit get +5 until the end of the turn. So, a good 14k hitter, never hurts. We're running 4 of those. And then on to grade 3. We have the boy Pencil Hero Hammsuke. On Vanguard, when placed, if you have Pencil Knight Hammsuke and Pencil Squire Hammsuke in your soul, discard 2 cards from your hand. You get an imaginary gift Axel. Search your deck for up to 1 Pencil Knight and Pencil Squire, call them to rearguard, and shuffle your deck. And the other grade 3 that is really crucial in the Superior Ride engine only works when your opponent is on grade 3 or greater. So if you're going first, this is probably the ideal first grade 3 ride. And we're, of course, running 4 of him. And lastly, we have Hammsuke's rival, Jumbo Crown Hamyan. On Vanguard Circle, once a turn, you counterblast 2, discard a card from your hand, search your deck for any number of cards with Hammsuke in their different card names, call them to your front row rear guard, and shuffle your deck. And again, if you happen to have Pencil Hero Hammsuke in your hand, great way to get him into the drop zone, to get him on the bottom of your deck. And with this card, every Hammsuke in your deck is available to you. So if you need to get Pencil Hero on the bottom of your deck, you can call out Hamgoro, you can call out Hammsuke's teacher, especially if you need a counter charge, whatever you need really. The only one you can't call is, of course, Mini Belly. And his second effect, at the end of the battle, it attacked. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, discard 2 cards from your hand, reveal the bottom card of your deck, and if that card is Pencil Hero Hammsuke, you ride it as stand, and that unit gets drive -1 until end of turn. So after he attacks, you pay the cost, discard 2 cards from your hand, Hopefully you played it right. You used either Hamgoro or Hammsuke's teacher. And then you can ride Pencil Hero as stand. And when that happens, you get another Axel circle, and his on-place effect still goes off. You'll still have Pencil Knight and Pencil Squire in your soul, hopefully. You discard 2 cards from your hand. You get another imaginary gift Axel. You can search your deck for Pencil Knight and Pencil Squire, call them to rear guard. And again, Pencil Squire's effect, if Pencil Hero is your vanguard, he gets +4 power. And Pencil Knight's effect, Pencil Hero is your vanguard, he gets +3. So it's a great way to get some heavy hitters out on the board. And like I said, one of the problems that people are having with the deck is, you know, the opponent drawing a defensive trigger. But, you know, the deck is very consistent when it comes to deck thinning. So if you're on that second grade 3 turn, I've very consistently been able to hit front trigger after front trigger. And of course, we're running 4 of him. So that's the build. Again, this deck has helped me win first place in the local shop tournaments. It's very consistent, flows very well. Once you get onto Hammsuke's rival Hamyan, every Hammsuke in your deck is available to you. It has great draw power. I haven't had too much trouble with defensive capabilities. So that is the deck. Again, can, you know, change up the lineup, change the amount of grade 2s or grade 1s that you have. This isn't the end-all be-all of Hammsuke, so, you know, definitely feel free to try different things out. So that's it for the Hammsuke build. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Rainbow Reverse, wishing you all the best. Bye!